See a bit of a wraparound on mid. Masuku struts in, and Smash goes in, but can't quite find the opening. Now they're going to commit a split here, and they bring Arteezy back in. They drop him low, but Masuku might be the one who goes down first. It's a double rotation from EG. Both the supports join the lane. Arteezy stands strong for the time being and makes his way to the north. Witch Doctor thrown up in the air by the Cyclone. They can't finish off Arteezy, a long-range boulder, but it's too late. Can he get the clap follow-up? Oh, Arteezy, he walked back and he pays for it with his life. Now the trade, though. Misko down near the bottom rune, caught out by an anchor smash, and Alk stun as well, and well, a few more right clicks will finish the job. They lose the Venge too. And Fear going for an invis. Who's going to get it first? Universe will. Doesn't have Ravage, but can go on to Smash. They're going to force out a split now. But the Centaur arrives, focusing on Fear. Can they finish off this Aegis in time? They can't. They Cyclone him in the air. Universe drops low, will fall. Do they go back for the Weaver?
He can't time-lapse to full. Steals the tornado.
Uh-oh. Now he's thrown up in the air, and when he comes back down, they can chain stun him. Centaur Stomp ready. Is the timing there? It is. The old man dies twice. Back to the well Stomp. Mid lane, Primal Split was used, Arteezy might get caught out, drops low, now a Torrent, X available, but he will cycle himself, trying to dodge that Torrent, unfortunately, still caught, right back into another Boulder Toss, they get the kill, meanwhile bottom lane, looking for Ewo, the Death Ward comes through, he gets off the mech, the swap's there, and is it enough to keep him alive? Low, not to get the urn thrown out from long range, barely surviving, he will live. Stampede was used earlier in the engagement, and now the chase continues. Looks like they'll collect the Venge as their trade, but, well worth it there, keeping the core alive. Mihawk. Now he's got to make his way out. There's another gush in 3 seconds. But while that was all happening with the next Torrent, he's really far in. And he'll find the tide to start this one off. Now Smash comes in. If he splits in time, the boat following Universe gets no Ravage up. And now they swap in Johnny Walker. Well, Trouf is trapped. Trouf is in trouble. And Trouf will fall here, even through the hill. One more crit from the double damage Panda. Does the trick. The Brewmaster delivers.
Miss 16.
Oh, Arteezy. Not like this, not like this, not again. Mihawk jumps in, the stun to start, the Torrent to follow, and the troops come marching in. Once again, he dies. Smash now on pursuit, and he's thinking about a split, but for now, he's just going to throw out the level 4 Drunken Haze. Plenty of lockdown for Johnny Walker. Trouf will be next, caught out and brought down. And once again, NOT. Well, Universe, thinking about a gush. This is going to prompt a Stampede, and if they don't go in right now, which they have, with the split on the top side of the fight, working on PPD as well as Trout are going to isolate and bring down the Witch Doctor. The supports have fallen, and Fear just can't seem to get into the fight. They'll force Ewo out of this one. Does he make it? Just TPs away in the nick of time, but they may cost the Masuku here. The Centaur's fallen, and, well, the Kunkka's on the run. Universe in hot pursuit. They'll bring him down. The boat was thrown way late on that. We're going to see NOT start to fall off. Very magic damage heavy.
Yeah.
Oh. And they split. They're going to go in on Universe to start it. They got off the Viper ultimate, but the Death Prophet ult already deployed. Arteezy will self-cyclone, while Ewo is driven off by Fear, dropping quite quickly, forced to mech. Boulder Toss is there, but they just can't get in close. And now Universe looks to turn. The Ravage is there. Great 3-hero silence to follow it up, and the Pain Train arrives. Not the best Death Ward. Got a few plinks off, but it seems to be enough. It's a full-blown retreat from NOT on the run. They've lost their Panda. He's caught out by the Cyclone. Now swapped out from long range. Nicely done by Misko. Sacrificing himself. The boat flies in, not connected on anything. Will Smash still fall? He blinks out in the nick of time. But Masuku, not so lucky. 3 fall. EG. Hold the base, still don't lose the Aegis.
And in the end, they pull so far ahead. EG taking back control of the map. They still have Aegis, even though they probably won't get a chance to use it. But in the end, they're pushing forward. Though they do see the AC aura on them.
They don't actually have a split yet, but Mihawk will go in anyway. Focusing on Arteezy, doesn't have the ultimate available, dropping low, and Fear will finish him off. Now looking for a bit more as Arteezy falls. Fear begins to trade with Ewo, but Ewo is just too tanky to trade with. So in the end, we'll have a 1-for-1. And, they try to arrive from the backside and go for more. Fear's a bit surrounded here. Any detection, timely fashion, right when they're starting to take a lot of damage. Maybe to negate something that the Death Ward provides. They will go in on Fear. They get off the stop. The chain stun's there, and he will fall. He buys back instantly, and he time-lapses in. The split's just been deployed. PPD going deep, but the boat comes, and it's not a great one once again. The Alk will fall. They did force out a Weaver buyback, so this is not a bad trade for them at least. Going on Fear again. Is there going to be enough crit damage from the Fire Panda to finish him off? He doesn't have a time-lapse available since he used it to join the fight, but now Universe arrives. Ravage will fly, and the Death Ward to follow. Straight onto Smash. Silence trying to TP out. Can he get out in time? They lose the Weaver again. It's a dieback from Fear, but it seems they'll hold the line anyway. Mihawk on the way out. Arteezy still here with an Exorcism at the ready, just shredding Mihawk a new one. He'll die, and now Misko falls as well. EG. I gotta say, Fear getting caught out a lot, but in the end, it is creating space for Arteezy to take over these fights. And it looks like Misko, he's got a long way from home. and he'll accept his fate. And Iwo wants to. He's getting shredded by Arteezy. He'll throw the Viper Strike, and now the X. The Torrent Boat will come through, but Arteezy dodges it with a nice Yule Scepter. Now split number 1 is activated, and they go straight onto the Death Prophet. Fire Panda out of commission. Arteezy at half health. Still has the Aegis available. They'll lose the Wind Panda as well, and it's only the Earth Panda. It might not even survive long enough for round 2. Trapped in the pit. Will Boulder Toss Arteezy, still taking damage. The Torrent's there. He can clap. He'll do it. He can split a second time if he gets off the Refresher. Ravage comes through. Smash 4-step out of the pit, but now he's in an awkward predicament in the middle of nowhere. Can blink back in. He was silenced for a time. It will end, and now they look for Mihawk. Brought low, finished off by one last right click. Where's that secondary primal split? Are we going to see it get smashed? Well, he hasn't refreshed yet. He's still biding his time, Blaze. He's going to do it soon, though, I imagine. There's your refresher. There's your split. Right as the Death Prophet ultimate ends, it goes straight onto Arteezy, focusing him with all 3 pandas. Cycloning the Witch Doctor, looking for the backside heroes, but now he's alone. They've lost the Viper. The Kunkka's being routed, and it seems the double split just won't be enough here. EG waiting for the split to end and looking to make it 4 heroes dead for NOT. Any second now. Well, he tries to blink out, and he will, to the north.
So he does escape, but like as soon as he got the second split off, they already had lost all their damage.
Again with the Yule Scepter by Arteezy, right as they attempt to jump in on, but the boat crashes through, and he will go down once. Can they kill him a second time? Oh, did the Aegis just end?
It just ended. It was literally 6 seconds when they started with that swap, and his Yules actually, I think, delayed it enough so that it was broken when he fell, and that is
like, I swear I saw the Aegis like a quarter of a second before he died, but now they come back. They're going to buy back on the Death Prophet. Your double Ravage Rise from Universe just shreds NOT into one. There's no splits available, and he even refreshed for this. He's got to get one off before he goes down. He can't do it. It's a 1,400 gold bounty, the death of the Brewmaster, and probably more. You're on the retreat out will be a Venge, as well as a Viper. They'll lose the Venge here for sure. Does Ghost Scepter live? Ewo gets some long-range medical assistance. That is a real sacrificial medic. And now Arteezy's on the chase for more. Yule's cooling down in 10. In range for Shiva's in about 10 as well, but not able to lock him down for now. In fact, the Brew is forced to buy back. And EG say great. We're happy with that. And Arteezy
force the buyback on Fear. If Fear has a buyback in their next fight, they have to go up against 1 Death Prophet and 2 Weavers, maybe 3 if you count time-lapse. It's just too much.
Meanwhile, top lane, they're trying to keep the tide out of the fight while they go in onto PPD. They will finish off the Blade now popped by Mihawk, and they have to look for Rax on this one. Arteezy doesn't have his ultimate. They're trying to fight around the Exorcism timing and take the advantage that way, but Fear will quickly deal with the Fire Panda, and now they sound the retreat. Unfortunately, they've lost Iwo. Now they'll try and go in on him. Ravage is not available for 60 seconds. Both teams lacking their full complement of spells, but despite that, it's the Weaver who looks to make his mark. Focusing on Iwo. Now they look for the stun. Can they finish Fear off? He will BKB out of this one, running directly through enemy lines. Johnny Walker Trop just can't get off a long duration ultimate. Quickly dealt with, but lives for the time being. He's really baiting them out. Now the Exorcism cools down, and Arteezy comes back in, starts to clean up. They lost the Brewmaster the second time. Misko's on the way out, and Fear still survives through it all. Cycloning up the Venge. They won't have a Brew for the defense, and Arteezy barrels down mid with the rest of EG. They're looking for their first lane of Rack.
To regen if you're out of combat, and then the cheese to bring yourself back to full when you're in it.
Structures are fortified.
Alpo comes in, PPD dropping low. He will fall now. Iwo looking for a bit more, but Arteezy has no Exorcism for this one. The Ravages have cooled down though. They've got double Ravage on Universe, and he's thinking about an initiation here. Gets the Ravage off right as Mihawk jumps on him. Ravage number 2, prepped and ready. He'll let it fly. Mihawk caught out, will go down here, and that is going to be the death of the Centaur. Buyback's just not here for NOT. They've got 0, they've lost 3, and that's going to be it. 4 heroes dead. EG run them over. 40 seconds to go in Exorcism. A celebratory smoke popped, and
EG just had too great of a lineup in the late game. Universe with that refresher, turning the tide, as it were, and
play it safe knowing they don't have any, and maybe they lose Trouf here, but the rest can probably make their way out. Trouf caught out on the low ground and just cost them their gem, but with 2 lanes of Rex down, as long as EG don't take any more losses, they should be fine here to... Kazuya Sakuchi, he's got an MKB, and he's going to commit on to Smash of it. Now the split comes out. They can stun Fear with a Boulder Toss follow-up. They'll bring him low, and they do finish off the Aegis. Well played, but don't know if they can get round number 2. Boulder Toss ready. Fear gonna time-lapse his way out, it looks like. Now the Ravage coming through, and no, actually didn't time-lapse that one. BKB will be deployed. Now he'll deploy it. The time-lapse, it goes right back in. Ravage number 2 prepared. Universe still waiting. Now it comes right as the boat arrives, and from the high ground comes a wonderful death ward by Trout, but that gets canceled. Mihawk says no. You will be denied, and it will be again Just unable to get off a full duration one, but it seems to be enough. RTZ arrives, the backup's here, and now they'll look for Mihawk. Shiva's there, doesn't let him blink out, and now focuses him with the full exorcism. On the backside of the fight, PPD's being pursued out by the Brewmaster split. Mihawk brought low, not finished off yet. The Yules will be there from RTZ, and times the Crypt Swarm perfectly, securing that kill. Absolutely bloody fight. Did force out a Witch Doctor by.
They're going to have to use them early, but we'll see what they can do.
In comes Smash, he's going to blink and clap. He doesn't have a split. Remember, he's just here for a bit of stalling tactics, and Ewo runs in, trying to focus on the Witch Doctor, but can't finish him off. Now the Maledict deployed finally will get the kill, but it comes at the cost of completely ignoring Fear, who with a BKB doesn't care about this blade mail though. Right as I say that it ends, the Tide Hunter just gets splatted on the backside of the fight. Fear dropping low to a turret. Can they finish the job? He time-lapses, jukes out of this one, but the reinforcements just keep on rushing in for Mihawk and the rest of NOT. They'll overwhelm Fear. He'll be forced to cheese now as well, and he will survive this one. RTZ finished off, and Fear just has to beat a retreat. That's actually almost the entire EG squad dead. There's a buyback at the ready if RTZ has to use it. There to answer, and well, it comes down to initiation. Who's going to get it off? PPD caught out by a swap into the fight, and the Witch Doctor will come. Canceled quickly by Cyclone. Good awareness there to cancel that one out. Now Universe, quick double Ravage, but is the follow-up at the ready. Fear joins the fight. They've lost 3. They're going to lose Ewo from this one as well. Just can't make his way out in time. And Ewo will turn, will try to run. He's dead too. There's one more to go. It's only Smash. It's Smash against the entire EG squad. 4 heroes pursuing him out, and it looks like he'll be forced to refresh. He can go for another split if he likes. So use the refresher just to reset the Ghost Scepter, and then we'll make his way to the north. But
he can TP.
Well, meanwhile, RTZ at the Radiant phase, crushing through the tier 4s with his ultimate. He'll bring both down. The second split was used here, and now the Boulder Toss RTZ. He's caught out in the Radiant phase. Remember, he's got buyback for this, so even if he dies once, he will have a second crack at it, but no ultimate for now. Trying to finish Mihawk, the Ghost will turn around at the final moments and won't complete the kill. Now the Brewmaster split continues to do its work on him. Needs a Boulder Toss. Juking, gets off the Hex, turns on Smash, wants to finish the job. No more escape for you. The Shivas does it. And finally, 57 minutes in, EG seal the fate of NOT. But they really had to work for this one, Blaze. They'll take it 36-34. And they do stay undefeated in StarLadder America, but make no mistake, this was not an easy win.
Smash Against the World sounds like a good title for this game here. He did so many amazing things in the fights. Every single ability you can expect from him. That last play there where he cancels the split, goes for the blink during Ghost Scepter, and then is able to get a TP away from Fear, enabling him to try to contest RTZ there. He just is thinking in a global sense